Sup guys, Zeenigami here, and let's go through some One Piece Treasure Cruise news. I'm not gonna touch anything because the latest update to the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise seems to have made it like incredibly buggy. I've been having it crash all day long. Not sure if it's just a problem with Nox emulator or if it's a problem with One Piece Treasure Cruise in general, but if you're having issues with it, know that you're not the only one. A few other people in chat also have voiced that they are having issues with One Piece Treasure Cruise, so we'll see if that gets fixed soon, hopefully. So, the big thing that we gotta talk about are these new dual characters. So the way that dual characters work so far is that they are dual characters. There's two characters in one. There's going to be a new type that you can sort by. So there's going to be a double icon type that you can sort by for these characters. So dual characters will be out there. They'll change things like they'll change their colors, they'll change their stats, they'll change their captain ability. Their special ability will always stay the same, but they'll also change their sailor ability. So what's really important is that the main thing that changes between these characters, or the only thing that basically doesn't change between these characters, are their special ability. And whenever you use the special ability on any of the dual characters, it will merge them. So you'll start off with either Luffy or Ace, and then they'll have a action just like Sanji does. You can drag down on them just like Sanji or Frankie does. But instead of only being a captain action, you can use dual drag down actions anywhere. So if you use them as a sub, you can drag down, it'll swap them. If you use them as captain, you can drag down, it'll swap them. We have full details about what they do on the database. And the Smoker and Tashigi is actually going to be a login character, so everyone is going to get one. And the Ace and Luffy is going to be a brand new legend. When you use their specials, they're going to merge, and the duration that merge is going to depend on which character they are. So like Smoker Tashigi is going to merge for 2 turns, Ace and Luffy is going to merge for 3 turns. This will give them a huge stat boost. So their stats are going to go from like 14, let's just ballpark 1400 attack to like 1600 attack. They're going to get a nice big stat boost while merged. Their captain ability is also going to get way better. So normally you're going to have one of 2 different captain abilities. You can swap this once per turn. So just like Legend Sanji, where you can do it Legend Sanji can do every other turn, but these guys you can do every turn. So I can use Smoker, and then I can swap it to Tashigi, then I can attack as Tashigi, then the next turn I can swap it back, and then I can swap it back to Smoker. For an example of what they do for Smoker and Tashigi, their first captain ability is going to be boost the attack of Int and Sai by 2.5 times and reduces damage taken by 7% and makes Int and Sai orbs beneficial to Int and Sai characters. The other captain ability is going to boost attack of Int and Sai by 2.75 times instead of 2.5 times. I'm sorry, it's going to boost attack by 2.5 times still. That's the merge one I was reading. So whenever you swap them, the other one is still going to be a 2.5 times boost for Int and Sai, but instead of reducing damage, it's going to heal for 300 at the end of each turn. And then whenever you activate them, they're going to merge for 2 turns, and their new captain ability is going to be a 275 times attack boost for Int and Sai, reduces damage taken, heals at the end of each turn, also makes tandem Int and recovery orbs count as beneficial. And you can find out way more about this on the database. All the characters are already updated, and I may do a character ranking video that will be uploaded after this separately to go over the new Sugo batch with Ace and Luffy anyways. So big thing to also talk about this is, there's 22 right here, and gems. There is going to be a new 22 gem island. And I'm freaking out because every time an island like this comes out, it's like the 20 Stamina Straw Hat Islands all over again. There's going to be 6 different difficulties. You're going to do the first one, it's going to be easy. Then it's going to get harder, then it's going to get harder, then it's going to get harder. And then the last one is going to be probably incredibly freaking difficult. It's going to be 22 gems in total for beating these 6 different islands. And it does say that the dual characters are boosted. So Smoker Tashigi will be boosted, and so will Ace and Luffy. And that'll be here from the 23rd to the 19th. So, yeah. New island. It's going to be lots of fun to do. I'm looking forward to that one. But the new dual characters are pretty neat, and Ace and Luffy is pretty ridiculously powerful. We're getting a free rare recruit pool every day from the 23rd to the 28th, same time that this one starts. So you're going to get a pull every day. Make sure you do your pulls. There's no point in saving them. we're going to get new login events here. So all the way down here, instead of having its own banner, there is going to be the regular gem everyday login bonus, but you're also going to get, for logging in, you're going to get 2 turtles. You're also going to get 2,000 friend points for logging in. You're going to get rainbow gem for logging in. You're going additional rainbow gem for logging in. You're gonna get 200 Rayleigh points for logging in for like a fair number of days. 4 days here, you're gonna get 200 points, Rayleigh points for logging in. And we're gonna get 222 berries for logging in on some days. So not only are we getting a rainbow gem every day, we're also getting a bunch of other stuff just for logging in, which is pretty neat. The Valentine's Day characters coming back. Sanji is way good. Way good. Of all these characters, Sanji is by far the best. Luffy is also pretty good, so make sure you get Sanji for those fighter characters in particular. Oh yeah, White Day. I'm sorry. The White Day Straw Hats. The White Day Straw Hats are coming back. Make sure you get Sanji maxed out. He's incredibly good. The rest are also good. Luffy, Chopper, Brook. But Sanji is by far the most important, especially for fighter teams. We are getting 100% ambush rate on Japan. So not only is Global getting 100% ambush rate, we are also getting 100% ambush rate on Japan. But do note that these 100% ambush rates are only going to work 3 times. So you're only going to get ambushed 3 times guaranteed. And after that, I guess it goes back to its regular ambush rate. So Shanks, Whitebeard, and Cabbage, instead of just... you're just going to get guaranteed ambushes a few times. I'm not sure that if it's the first 3 successful clears will count, or if it's the first 3 times you get ambushed. But especially on these early ones like Zephyr and Garp, they're very easy to beat, so make some teams that can beat those ambushes and get some copies there. We are getting double the length Evolver and Booster Islands. So normally Evolver and Booster Islands are 7 stages long. This time they're going to be 14 stages long, so there's going to be 14 stages of pigs, turtles, and princess turtles, and 14 stages of Evolvers of all sorts of colors. So we can get those for, one day. We're going to get better friend point pools. There's going to be a friend point pool event from the 28th to the 9th where they're going to double the drop rate of some good characters. So if you have some friend points laying around, good time to do it then. Hody is great, especially Blue Hody. All the admirals are okay. We have 2 times drops from all the Evolver Islands. So Berry Island has 2 times drops. Crab, Penguin, Seahorse Islands, they all have 2 times drops from the 27th to the 18th. And on the 10th to the 11th, there's going to be all the islands out at the same time, and they will also be boosted by 2 times. So that's going to be all Belly, Crab, Dragon, Penguin, Seahorse, all out all at once on the same day. The new Fortnite islands that are coming out are going to have double EXP. So double EXP for the new Marco Vista and Judy, Bonnie, and Capone Island. There's going to be a Rayleigh Island coming out. The Rayleigh Island, if you don't know what it is, you can go on to Twitch, type in !Moon Runes, or on that will link you to the Reddit post that tells you what to look out for. To Rayleigh tells you which book that drops. There's also going to be a generic tome Rayleigh Island that is going to be out. That'll just give you generic Forbidden Tomes on a bunch of days, 9 to 12, then 15 to 19th. We're getting Straw Hat Island out again. Now, this is going to be the first time Straw Hat Island. This is a 5 stamina Straw Hat Island that you can run 1 time per day. And it's going to be the first time that it's come out since Limit Break has come out. Pretty much all the Straw Hats, all the Version 1 Straw Hats all have limit breaks now. Luffy especially, everyone's got their 5+ Luffy, right? Everyone's got him, start limit breaking him. Get the Straw Hats that you want to use as limit breaks. You can also keep 2 different versions of Frankie. I like having a 5-star Frankie and a 5+ Frankie. Brook and Frankie do not have theirs out yet, but you know, you can always save them up for whenever they do get limit break. They're definitely getting their limit breaks at some point. Like Chopper gets additional sockets with limit break, Luffy gets additional sockets with limit break, all of them. Save them all up for those limit breaks and make sure you power them up after you get those sockets and stuff for your characters. There's gonna be 2 times skill ups and 2 times stupid success. Remember, Luffy doesn't? Oh, whoops, I lied. Remember that during 2 times skill ups. If you look at the power up button, it's going to be 2 lines of text on the power up button. If you look at the power button and there's only 1 line of text, that has 2 times super success. If you're ever curious about what it is, you can go over on Twitch and you can type in ! skill, and that'll link you to the little imager picture of if it's a 2 times skill ups or a 2 times super success button. Alright, so let's talk additionally about these characters. I'm not going to click on anything because I'm afraid that everything is going to crash. But if you go back, alright, we're going to click on it. If you click on this button and it actually works for you, it's going to give you a bunch of Japanese text that you can look at, and it'll tell you more about the dual characters. So like I said earlier, dual characters can switch 1 time per turn. They will change colors like Luffy and Ace. Luffy is quick, Ace is strength, so you can have a quick character sometimes or a strength character sometimes depending on what you need for that turn. They'll have different captain abilities and stats, so one character's stats will be slightly higher than the other. They're going to be about the same, and they will change their captain abilities just slightly. It's not going to be wild like this guy boosts Dex and quick characters and this guy boosts Psi and Int characters. I mean, maybe they'll do that later, but not yet. The pictures from that button. It's okay. People. Okay, sure. Let's go over this. Wrong screen. So, we also have. This is a swapping. This is. If you click on this here, let me pull up Koal-san's translations. Koal-san's translations will work better. That's not important. I'm gonna go over that later. There's one more that I want to talk about with the double characters. Okay, that's a double character. That's a change arrow. So whenever you swap characters, it is going to remove a lot of the negative debuffs on characters. For example, if they are, so far it mentions things like silence, paralysis, despair. So you can just swap a character, your captain, even if they're despair, and they'll remove the despair. If that is true, that's going to be amazingly powerful to just have a character be able to remove debuffs from themselves, like paralysis, silence, just by swapping it. And if that is how it works, that's going to be amazingly good. Initially is a 15-turn cooldown. You can find out more about that on the database. We already talked about that. Just search a sort button on the thing. Alright, so the last thing to talk about is just the new adventure mode changes. So the new adventure mode changes... Oh god, that's such terrible resolution. Oh, I closed it. Oh, I'm so good at this. So the new adventure mode changes are supposed to make it easier to run treasure map. What it's going to do is that from now on, whenever you beat a mini boss stage, so that's one of the stages that as you walk along you can hit before you get to the final stage. Whenever you hit them and you go to the final stage, they'll be completely removed instead of just despaired and set to like 20% health now. So if you fight those mini boss stages and you get to the final stage, you can just jump straight into whatever the boss is for adventure mode. They also say they're increasing the point gain for the mini bosses leading up to theirs, so you should still get similar points or compared to if you fought all the mini bosses and then do the bosses again. So it's going to make adventure mode way faster. We'll see how good this is whenever it does come out, so hopefully it makes farming treasure map like not so shit. So yeah, fingers crossed. They also mentioned that enemy difficulties will not increase during those fights, and only the final boss battle is going to increase in difficulty. So if it is, then all those earlier stages is going to be really easy to get to. For Luffy and Ace, their switch effect removes paralysis, despair, and slot bind on themselves and changes their own orb, including block orbs, into matching orbs. So that's going to be pretty good. It's going to be a good legend. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Check it out. I'll have a full Sugofest guide after this. One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan has been really buggy, though, so I don't want to click on some things. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay beautiful.